So, yes, listen here. Today we are going to start a new lesson, algebraic expression and identities. Algebraic expressions and identities. So, as you already learned in class 7th itself about the expressions, algebraic expressions. So, what is algebraic expression? Let us understand once again. Let us recall what we have learned in class 7th. So, you know that just like longest sentences we have, how the sentences are formed? Sentences are formed from the words. Okay, adding words we are getting the sentences. Same way, we are getting the mathematical expressions by adding terms. Some terms we are adding and we are getting the expressions. Okay, we use variables here, constants together forms with addition or subtraction, multiplication, any operation, a division, any operation we follow here and we get the expressions. So let me take some examples here. Just like I told, as sentences in English, we also have some statements in mathematics, so that are formed from using words. I will take one example. See, just I will write one example. The length of a rectangle. Length of rectangle is 3 more than twice its breadth. So this is a statement. It is a statement formed by using words. This is a statement formed by words. Using words, many words, we have formed one statement. Now the same statement, I use variables, symbols, signs, all these things I combine and I form a mathematical statement using the variables and constants. If I take the length of the breadth as x units, if I take this breadth as x units, x, then what will be its length? Length will become, see, twice its breadth, 2x. Then it is 3 more than that one, plus 3. So this will be the length. So 2x plus 3 is the length. See, we formed this same statement, we have expressed in the form of an expression using the variable and constants. 2x plus 3, it's an algebraic expression. We call this an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression, that is 2x plus 3. Here we are using the variable x. Here x is the variable. X is a variable. 2 and 3 are constants. We are using the variables and constants and forming the algebraic expressions. So what we can say, an algebraic expression is a mathematical statement formed using variables and constants. We are using variables and constants. So this is an algebraic expression. We call it as an algebraic expression. Example I have given, it is 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 contains variable x and constant number 2. Understand? So the value of this expression depends on the variable. Why we call this as a variable? Because it can take any value. Variable can take any value. Understand? It can be sometimes 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be any number. So therefore it is called as variable. Whereas 2 and 3, its value is fixed. Therefore it is called as a constant terms. I will give you that expression, how the expression depends on the variables. See, my father is, I will write, my father is thrice or 5 more than 5 years more than thrice my age. My father is 5 years more than thrice my age or 3 times of my age. So then what will be my father age? Father age will be, you can write father's age, you can write 3 times thrice my age. Let me take my age as x. My age is equal to x years. X years. Then 3 times my age, it is 3x. Then 5 years more, this is 3x plus 5. See, suppose my age is 20 years. If I take my age is 20 years, 3 times 20, it is 60 plus 5. My age is 20 means if I am 20, my father will become 65. See, it depends on the value of the variable x. If I am 30 years, then my father will become 33 are 19, 95 years. Understand? So this age of my father, that means the value of this expression depends on the value of the variable that we are using here. Same way in case of the expression 2x plus 3. This is obtained from this example. Length of this rectangle depends on the breadth. Breadth we have taken x. See, breadth is x means length is 3 more than twice the breadth. Breadth is x here, so it depends on the value of x. This expression depends on the value of x. And I told this expression contains variables and constants. So 2x plus 3. So here also 3x plus 5 contains the variable x. Sometimes you can use y also. Variables can be any number. Variables can be any number. You can use x, y, z, anything you can use here. Any algebraic letters, English alphabets can be used here in place of numbers. These are all numbers only. So we are using the alphabets to represent the numbers. X is a number. It can take any value. It can be 1, 2, 3, 5, any number. So that's why these are all called as algebraic expressions. These are all called as algebraic expressions. Some more expressions I can write. Example for some more expressions. So you can write many examples. So 2y minus 5 is one algebraic expression. XYZ, this is also an algebraic expression. A, B, another one you can take x plus y plus z is also an algebraic expression. We are using many variables. Okay, we can use many variables and many constants here. So and another thing, we are using addition, subtraction, multiplication also. Here we have only multiplication signs. Sometimes you can use x plus 2 divided by 3 plus x by 2 like this. You can use any number. X plus 2, x by 2. So all these, see, addition, subtraction, multiplication, all the 4 operations we are using along with this variables as well as constants. Are you following? So now let me take this example once again. 3x plus 5 is an algebraic expression. This is an algebraic expression. Okay, it's an algebraic expression. As I told, this contains variable x and constant. See now, here we have a positive sign. This is separating this expression into 2 terms. This is term 1, and this is term 2. Terms are always separated by either plus sign or minus sign. A positive sign or a negative sign. Here we have plus sign. So now here I will write another one, x plus 3y plus 5z. Here how many terms we are having? See, term 1, this is term 1, this is term 2, this is term 3. Okay, we have 3 terms. Another number I will write, x, y, z. How many terms it is having? This is example 1, 2 and 3. X, y, z. How many terms we are having here? Only one term. See, only one term. X, y, z. We have 3 variables, but it is only one term because it is not separated by either positive or negative sign. So when you are multiplying or dividing, it will not that separate into two terms. It forms only a single term. Okay. So terms are formed by the factors, by the product factors. So x, y, z is formed by three factors: x, y, and z. So now, okay, these are all terms. We can call it as the three terms. This is only one term. This has three terms. This is only one term. This contains only one term. Okay. So what you can write? Terms are added to form expressions. Terms are added to form expressions. You see, you will get terms. If you add terms, then you will get expression. Now look at this example. This is one term and it is added to 5. So you are getting an expression. This also, even if you don't add also, you will get an expression only. Only one term is there. You cannot add this term to any other term. So this is also an expression only. So now these terms can be formed by the factors. Terms are formed by the factors. Terms are formed by the factors. For example, in this expression 3x plus 5, 3x is one term. This is formed by 3 and x. 3 and x are the factors. This term 3x is formed by two factors, 3 and x. 3 and x, they are the factors. Terms are formed by factors. See, here we have an example 3x. This is formed by 3 and x. Now in this factor, so we can find out this 3x is a term. In this we have 3, number 3, which is multiplied to x. So therefore 3 is coefficient of x. We call this as coefficient of x. 3 is called as coefficient of x. This 3 is called the coefficient. The numerical number which is multiplied to this variable. What the variable you are using? So there we have multiplied that one. So 3x. Another example for coefficient. 5xy. Here look at this variable. So let us take only one variable. 5x. So here 5 is coefficient. Numerical coefficient or otherwise simply coefficient. Either we say numerical coefficient or simply we say that it is a coefficient only. So you understood what is a term, what is factor and what is coefficient. So based on these terms we are going to classify the expressions. Okay, based on the terms present in the expression, we are giving the different names to that expressions. Suppose if an expression is having only one term, it is called as monomial. It is called as monomial. An expression is having only one term. This, remember this word. The only one term. Expression having only one term is called as monomial. Example, I can write 2x or xyz. Even though we have three variables here, it is not three term. It is only one term. So then p divided by q. Even we have two here variables, but it is only one term. So then 5y. So these are all the examples for monomials. So monomial is an expression, algebraic expression. Monomial is an algebraic expression having only one term. So now in the same way, we can write another one called as binomial. Binomial. It's an algebraic expression. It's an algebraic expression having only two terms.
The two unlike terms.
Two terms.
The two unlike terms.
Okay, unlike terms, let us say later. Now just you listen only terms. Like and unlike terms, later I will explain. So an algebraic expression having only two terms are called as binomial. Example, 2x plus 3 or 5y minus 2. This type of expressions are called as binomials. Algebraic expressions having only two terms are called as binomial expressions. Then the same way trinomial also. Trinomial. An algebraic expression having only three terms. An algebraic expression having only three terms, it is called as trinomial. Example, 2x plus y plus 3 or a plus b plus c. Such expressions are called as trinomials. They are called as trinomials. Then what do you call the expressions having three or more terms? Even not only three or more terms, any term, one term or more term. See, an expression having in a general name, we can give a general name, an expression having one or more terms are called polynomial. So polynomial is an algebraic expression having one or more terms. So therefore, according to this, all monomial is also a polynomial, binomials are also polynomials, trinomials also polynomials. Later we call that polynomial with 4 terms, polynomials with 5 terms, a polynomial with 6 terms, like that with the number we are going to say. It depends on the number of terms that is having. A polynomial with 10 terms, a polynomial with 50 terms, like that we say by numbers. But initially we have a polynomial with 1 term is called as a monomial, a polynomial with 2 terms is called as a binomial, a polynomial with 3 terms it is called as trinomial. So all these monomial, binomial, trinomial or any expressions is called as a polynomial only. So now we have written so many examples for this one. We can write polynomial one example. A plus b plus c plus d. It's a polynomial with 4 terms. It's having 4 terms. Another one 7xyz minus 10. It's a polynomial having 2 terms. It's a binomial, but it is also called as a polynomial. So another example xyz. It is a polynomial with only 1 term. Then also it is called as a polynomial. 1 term, monomial. It is also called as monomial. Monomial also a polynomial. All these whatever we discussed they are called as polynomials. You got it? You understood what is polynomial? Okay. So when the number of terms increases, we say that by its number, how many terms that is having. Suppose if an expression contains 10 terms, we call that as a polynomial with 10 terms. Polynomial with 10 terms. Now, as you said, let us go to that. What is like term and unlike terms? Let us see what is like terms and unlike terms. Now, I'll ask you one question. See, I will give you 2 chocolates and 3 biscuits. Can you tell me the sum of these two? What is the sum of these two? 2 chocolates and 3 biscuits. Can you tell me what is the sum? You cannot add them. You cannot add them because you cannot add. Suppose instead of that, if I say 2 chocolates and 3 chocolates, what is the total? 5 chocolates, because they are like numbers, because they are like terms now. They are one type of item. Chocolates and chocolates can be added. Chocolates and biscuits cannot be added here. You have to write separately. Same is the case where in like terms and unlike terms. In like terms only can be added here. Unlike terms cannot be added here. Like terms means what is like terms? Like terms are the terms with same variable. Terms with say like terms. Terms having same variables. They are the terms having same variables. Example, I will write example 5x, 3x, 7 by 2x. So here what is the variable here? Variable x is the variable. See, coefficients can change, numbers, numericals can be anything, but variable should be same. Okay, these are all the like terms. This is one example. Another example, I will write 3xy, 5xy, then 2 by 3xy. These are all examples. Some non-examples also I will give you. Non-examples, which are not examples. Let me explain with non-examples. So I will write 5x square. So look at this. Even if x square is also there, it is different from x. If you see, by seeing x here, then you cannot conclude that is a like term. 5x cube is also unlike term only. They are all unlike. 5y. See, it depends on the variable and also the exponent. Not only the variable, it also depends on the exponent or the degree. See, the highest power you see here 2, here it is 3, here it is 1. They are totally different terms. Understand? It is a different variable. X square is different, x is different. Therefore, we call them as unlike terms. Exponent is different. Okay, another example. This is one. Another example. xy, pq, 3z, z, w, something, ab, anything which are different, you can say they are all unlike terms. So they are not like terms. So now you have understood what is like term, then you can write what is unlike term, definition of unlike terms also. So let us see what is unlike term. Terms with the different variables. With the different variables. For example, 5xy plus z. This is one example. Then another one, AB plus C. AB and C. See this expression 5xy and z. AB, C, and then 3x. So these are all the examples for unlike terms. These are all the examples for unlike terms. Now, as I said, like terms can be added here. only you can add the like terms. As I said, 2 chocolates can be added to 3 chocolates, but chocolates cannot be added to biscuits. If I ask how many chocolates given, how many biscuits given means 2 chocolates and 3 biscuits separately you will tell. In the same way, you can use variables to add only for the like terms can be added here. Unlike terms you have to write with the plus sign. So addition and subtraction of an algebraic expressions. Let us go to addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. So let us see how to add these algebraic expressions. First one, add 7x square minus 4x plus 5 and 9x minus 10. So we have two expressions, 7x square minus 4x plus 5, then 9x minus 10, two expressions. Okay, let me write one below the other. 7x square I will write as it is, minus 4x as it is, plus 5. Then while writing this 9x and minus 10, listen carefully. This 9x is a term with the variable x. So you have to write that one with the same like term. Which is the like term to 9x here in this expression? This is minus 4x. Therefore, you have to write here 9x below the 4x. So like term should be together. And the last term constant, that is minus 10, should be written with along with 5. So you cannot write 9x with the 7x square because they are not like terms. X and x square, they are not like terms. Therefore, you cannot write these two together. You can write only 9x and 4x together. So addition, just you add. So add them means what happens? 7x square is the only term. There is no other term to add in the second expression. Write 7x square as it is. So now look at this. We have two terms, 9x and minus 4x. Here it is a positive number and it is a negative number. Even I ask you to add them, subtract because you have to find the difference. One is positive, other one is negative. So it becomes plus 9x minus 4x gives you plus 5x. Plus 5x. Put the sign of the bigger number. Here it is negative number is small. 4 is smaller than 9. 9 is having positive sign. So therefore you need to put the sign of the bigger number. 9 is bigger or greater. So therefore plus sign here. So now come to this constant. So you need to subtract here. Minus 10 plus 5. Greater number having minus sign, you put minus sign here. 10 difference of this, subtract this one, 5. So this is the sum of these two expressions. This is the sum of these two expressions. You understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So shall I give one question now? One more?
Yes, sir.
So let us try this second question now. All of you try this second question. Add 7xy plus 5yz minus 3zx and second expression 4yz plus 9zx, then minus 4y. Then one more expression is there. So here you can put comma here and minus 3xz minus 3xz plus 5x plus 5x or minus 2xy. minus 2xy. So we have three expressions here. This is first expression and this is second expression with the three terms, and this is third expression. This is also having three terms. So let us write one below the other. So first let me write the first expression, 7xy, then plus 5yz minus 3zx. See here, this also contains three terms. 4yz we have to write below 5yz. So let me write this one, 4yz. Then 9zx we have to write below this one, plus 9zx. Then minus 4y, we don't have any term here with that type of variable. So let us write separately, minus 4y. So we are writing separately, not below any other term. Then come to the third expression, minus 3xz. So if 3xz and zx both are same, so therefore you write this minus 3xz, xz and zx both are same. Then 5x, you don't have any 5x here, let us write at the end, plus 5x, separately you write at the end. Then minus 2xy, 2xy you can find here, minus 2xy, first one. So you have to add all these numbers. So let us see what you will get. So addition. So look at this, 7xy can be added with only its like term 2xy. Here we don't have any xy, 7xy and 2xy. One is positive sign, another one is negative sign. Put the sign of the greater number. So plus sign, plus 7 minus 2, 5, 5xy. Then here we have yz. These two are like terms, 5 and 4. Both are positive. So therefore answer also positive. 5 plus 4, 9yz. Okay. Here we have three terms which are like terms. Okay. Here negative and negative you can add. Minus 3 and minus 3, it gives you minus 6. Minus 6 and plus 9. Minus 6 and plus 9. Plus 3zx. Plus 3zx. And here we have 4y alone. Only one number. There is no other number to add. Just you write as it is. Minus 4y. Then 5x also you have to write separately. So this is the solution. So once you add this, you will get the solution like this. This is the answer. You understood this? Addition of numbers, you have to add only the like terms. And while writing, you write the like terms one below the other. You cannot write this 5x with other numbers because it's unlike. You cannot write 4y with any other terms because it's unlike. Unlike numbers should be written separately. Like terms should be together. See, 7xy and 2xy I am writing together. Yz here, 5yz, 4yz I am writing together. And this one I am writing together. So this is separate and this is separate. So like this you can add the expressions. Algebraic expressions can be added like this. Okay. Now let's go to the subtraction. Subtraction. So I'll take one example for the subtraction. Subtract 5x square minus 4y square plus 6y minus 3 from 7x square minus 4xy, 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y. See, these are the two expressions. This is expression 1 and this is expression 2. We need to subtract this one from this one. So therefore you have to write the first this one at the top. So let me write that one. 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y. So you need to write this at the top because you are subtracting from this number, from this expression. So now you have to write this expression below this one. And while writing, you have to write the like terms together. 5x square, where you have to write below 7x square. 5x square minus 4y square, you have to write below y square. Minus 4y square. Carefully write below the like terms only. Then plus 6y can be written below 3y. So let me write here 6y. Then minus 3. Minus 3 is the number which is a constant. You don't find anywhere in the first expression. Let us write separately. Minus 3. Separately you have to write outside. So now subtraction. You know that while subtracting, the sign of the second expression we have to change. We need to change the sign of the second expression. Okay. When you are subtracting, during subtraction, signs of the second expression should be changed everywhere. So plus 5x square becomes minus. This minus should become plus. Then this plus will become minus, and this will become plus. So you have to change the signs of this second expression. Now find out the solution now. So what is this solution? Let us see now. Here this is 7x square plus 7x square, and this is minus 5x square. Positive number 2x square. It is alone here. We don't have any other number similar to this one. Write as it is minus 4xy. Minus 4xy. Then this is also positive. This is also positive only now. Plus 8 plus 4 plus 12y square. And this is alone a separate number. You write as it is 5x. So look at this. These two are negative numbers. Minus 3 and minus 6. Minus 9y. And this is plus 3. So this is the solution. You understood this? You should be very careful during subtraction. While subtracting, the sign changes. Sign of the second expression changes. Why it changes? You can write like this. Suppose if I ask you to write, so one simple example I will give you. Subtract 6xy plus 3 from 8xy plus 10. So this is a simple expression. That means if I write like this, 8xy plus 10, it's one expression. And you are subtracting means minus sign you have to put here. Then 6xy plus 3. See, look at this minus sign because I am subtracting this expression from this. So I need to multiply minus sign to the second expression. So what happens? This will become 8xy plus 10. Multiply this one, minus 6xy. See, the plus sign becomes minus. Minus into minus, minus into plus, minus 3. Here plus sign becomes minus. See now, whatever the sign it was having, everything changed here. Understand? So that is how we can change the sign of the second expression directly here. So I am multiplying minus here while subtracting. Minus plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, this plus becomes minus, this minus becomes plus. So that you should take care while subtracting. All of you understood this subtraction and addition of algebraic expressions?
Yes, sir.
So okay, then we will stop today.